Well, I need to order a pair of glasses. Those are the frames from the Ray-Ban that I have. And what had happened, I haven't finished them yet, but what had happened, oh, I lost all the screws anyway. No, I didn't, okay. This whole piece here, which was thick, what I'm doing is I'm adding another piece. I took the other ones off. The piece that was on here was something like this stuff here. And the problem being is this whole piece, within a year's time, started to deteriorate and crumble, and it fell off. These are Ray-Bans, and these cost me, I don't remember, 180 bucks or so. And to have that happen was kind of disturbing, actually. Now, Ray-Ban. I bought these because of partially the size. I'm not crazy about the aviation type look. I would prefer to have that cut off right about there. Let's see if I have something here. Oh, anyway, right about there. Okay, I would prefer to have this come down and maybe up, maybe 3/8 of an inch or so. I mean, it's not a lot, but right about there. If I was to trace it out, let's see if I can trace it out. Nose piece. That's the way it is now. I would prefer to see it something like this. Okay. Now, they do make rectangular glasses. That's not an issue. That's not a problem. A fungal. Sorry, guys. I look at it this way. If I drop something, it was probably meant to be because it's exercise. Because I got to pick it up. So, as I was saying, they make rectangular glasses. That's not the problem. The problem is trying to find the size that I like and the actual. Now that's not a bad shape, to be honest with you. I'd be happy with that. But sometimes they make it so that the glass looks like it's going up this way. So, you know, like you're looking like a cat eye, you know. I don't like that. Sometimes they bring it down to where it looks like this. Now it looks like you're drooping. You know, I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be right. And I'm talking, when I say right, we're talking within millimeters. All right, you know, and that's just the way I am. I got to wear them on my face. I want to be comfortable with them. I don't like real small glasses. I don't want to look like, you know, I don't know what it is, but you know, where, you know, boom, boom. Now, I'm a large person. You know, I'm 6'3". My normal weight's around 235. You know, so I'm big boned. I got a big head. And I'm not going to run around with a little set of, you know, glasses on my face. They actually make me look bigger. So at that point, that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to find a pair of glasses. Frames. At my eye doctor's, you know, they say, well, you got these, you got those. Oh, these are close. Oh, these are nice. These look good. No, time out. Time out. You know, you're trying to sell me glasses. I know what I want. You know, these will work. Now, here's where we're talking. From here to here, well, here's a pair right here. See, these are the ones I'm wearing now. Those, to me, those are great. I like these. Actually, when I bought these are over 10 years old. I've been using them for about 6 years. When I found these frames, I actually bought 3 of them, 3 pair of frames, because I like them. And I know sometimes it's hard to find a frame that I like. But if I can find another pair of these, it would be great. However, I can't. I've been looking and looking and looking and looking. I can find them somewhat close to the shape. The problem being is I need at least 61 to 63, no less than 61. You know, no, not a 60. Well, I got no, 60s don't work. I want a 61 or up to 63. No more than 63, no less than 61. That's this way. Top to bottom, no less than 38, no more than 42. And I'd like to see 39 to 40. The bridge, 16, 17. But I also want adjustable nose pieces. Sometimes they're built right into the frame and they're not adjustable. If I have adjustable nose pieces, I can, you know, deal with a different size bridge. So if it's an 18 bridge, I can still get away with it because I can adjust the nose pieces. However, 16, 17 on the bridge. On the temple, doesn't make a difference as long as the glass can bend, but I need at least a 145. But if the glass bends, if it's a 150, 155, I mean, you can always bend the glass, the arm a little bit, if you see what I'm doing. So, but anyway, so my thing is, from here to here, I don't want it less than 61, nor no more than 63. Now, I can't have a 61 here with a 42 here, because then it's going to look like a smaller version of this. You follow me? So if I'm going 61 to 63, this has to be like a 38 to 40. Because if I get a 61 by 40, then the glass is going to start looking more like this, but shrunk in. The bridge, 16 to 17. Top to bottom, like I say, from here to here, 38 to 40. If I have to go 41, as long as this is, you know, a little bit higher, I can do it. And then naturally the temple, 40, 145 or greater. That's the problem. Trying to find that particular shape. Everything is 56, 57, 58. And that's just not going to cut it. We're only talking millimeters, but it's a lot. I mean, if you take these glasses, which they're all right, I wore them, I like them. Problem with these is, I wear them not on the tip of my nose, but I don't wear them right up close to my forehead. Because if they're too close to my head, if they're up where the eye doctors like to put them all the time, in the wintertime, sometimes they'll start to cloud up on me because it's making it less air to get behind them. By me moving them down just a hair, allows the air movement to get behind them, and they don't fog up on me. Especially if you're wearing a mask in the wintertime, it helps out quite a bit. But anyway, so if I can bend those down, they start getting more into shape that I need. But then they also go out longer when I bend them in. Naturally, the material has to go someplace, so it brings out the other way. Now these glasses are a year old and they fall apart. If I was, I'm going to call Ray-Ban. I'm going to see if I can get a new set of pieces here, because the frames are in good shape still. There's nothing wrong with the frames, and it'd be a good second pair for me to wear. And so I'm going to see what I can do with them. I'm going to call Ray-Ban. Well, that's if I can find their phone number. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's where I'm up against. So I've been looking now for the last 2 or 3 days. My eye doctor's being patient because he can't submit the bill, for the eye exam until I decide what I'm doing with glasses. Well, he can. It's just that it makes it a little bit more harder for them, and then when I go to get my glasses, it's a little bit different then. But that's what it is. Now, if I find these glasses somewhere else, I can buy them, submit the receipt to my insurance company, and they'll allow me X amount of dollars. They're not going to spend $300 for a pair of lenses, but they allow me X amount of dollars for lenses. excuse me, coffee. I mean frames. So, you know, they pay the lenses complete. That's not a big deal. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So it's Saturday. I'm gonna take my coffee. I'm having my coffee, and I'm going to. What am I gonna do here? I am going to look on the computer to see if I can find something close. Oh, then I want what they call double bridge. I forgot. This is called the double bridge. Because glasses, to me, when I pick them up, they feel like, wow, you know, that's not going to last me at all. This is the bridge. This is the double bridge. It has two pieces. I like the double bridge because to me, it helps support the glass. I'm not putting all the weight right here so that it's not going to just snap or bend on me. Because again, like I say, I'm rough on glasses. I got to admit that. You know, and at that point the double bridge definitely comes in handy, so I want the double bridge. Now if I can find a pair, I can probably braze on, you know, spot tack a weld or whatever it is. Well, actually I'd use the torch with some solder and solder on the double bridge myself, but I want a double bridge, so that's the other option, the other issue. Trying to find them again with a double bridge, right? And I want a full frame, meaning I don't want it cut off down here with the lens just hanging. I want a full frame around the lens. Okay. I don't want to keep going back to the eyeglass shop because the frame popped out, you know, or I lost it or whatever. I swear they design glasses now to not last so they can sell you more. And then the profit on these things are phenomenal. You know, they really are. I mean, these people are making zillion%. You know, they're selling you a pair of glasses, a pair of frames, you know, for some of them I see as far as $300, you know, I mean, and more. You know, and you're lucky if that glass cost them 14, 15 bucks to make, if that. You know, I mean, the markup, you don't believe the markup on this stuff, you know. But anyway, that's what it is. So that's what I'm going to do. Catch you later. And by the way, these were sunglasses. You know, which I like. I mean, I don't care if it's a sunglass or not, as long as because I'm not using the lenses. As long as the frame is decent. I don't like those thick plastic frames. You know, it's got to be a metal frame. And the other thing I don't like, here's something else. And I'm telling you guys this just so that if you ever buy glasses, you'll have an idea what I'm talking about. Because a lot of times your eye doctors don't want to educate you. They just want to sell you. You know, you try to ask them questions and they start looking annoyed. Anyway, here in Connecticut they do. So let me find the right side of the right glass here. See how these are heavy all the way down? Now I like that because it gave me a little bit of a side protection from the sun and things, and when I'm shooting the casings. It's not that it's that wide, but every little bit helped. The problem being is with this is that they can't really adjust these. So if one of your ears are just a hair lower than the other, and you can't adjust this down from here, what happens is when you're looking, the next thing you know, if they fall on your ears, they're going to have a little cant to them, tilt. You're going to keep adjusting it, but because your ear is a little bit lower, it's going to cant over time again. And what that happens is your progressive lens or your bifocal, trifocal, whatever it is you're wearing is not lined up like it should be, and that's what you end up with. And meanwhile you're walking around with your glasses like this. When all you have to do is, if you have a right side like these frames, I can just bend this down a little bit like this if I wanted to, and make it to fit if I have a crooked ear, or one ear lower or one ear higher, whatever it is. So, alright, Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm going to start looking under glasses, then I'm going to look under sunglasses, and then I'm going to see what happens and try to find something. I'm thinking I should be able to find something I like for 150, 200 bucks, or even cheaper actually. But you know, I found a nice pair I like, but they got a fixed the bridge. The nose pieces aren't adjustable, and they're a nice glass, and they're only 60 some odd. No, wait, they're $129. Nice glass, double bridge. Everything's a size. Everything is what I like, but it hasn't got adjustable nose piece or adjustable bridge. I don't know what they're calling it, but anyway, so much for that. Anyway, let me have my coffee and look. And by the way, if you don't know the size of your frames, usually it's written on the side. Not all of the specs, but enough of them. But you can always take a set of calipers and in millimeters, you can check them. So you can tell if you want to know what the inside is. In this case, use the top part, which is for inside on these. And these tell me these are 46. Alright. Are you seeing what I'm doing? I'm sorry. These are telling me these are 46. So the inside's 46. Alright. Now, what I draw a picture of, because I said I wanted something around 40, 39 to 40. So I drew the picture of this one. So those are 46. So let's back this up a little bit. 38. What did I say? 38. Actually, it's 38.22. So I know what's going on. And then if you want to measure the outside, you just go to this side of it, and that tells me they're 45. Oh, wait a minute. 47. So these are 47 on the outside, and I'm using round numbers at this point, guys. And they're 46.28 here. All right, and here we're talking here. Let's go to the widest part. 64. Now see, these are a little too wide. I mean, I wore them, but they did look a little too big on the face. But you know what? I'd rather have them a little bigger than that. Actually, they're almost 65. So I would want to bring that into about a 63, like I said, or even a 62. So that's a 62. Actually, the drawing is 62. So, all right. Anyway, I bored you enough with eyeglasses. In case you were interested, now you know. Okay, so thought I was all in good shape here. I went and I found these, like right off the bat. Boom, done. Okay. I said, okay, it's got the double frame, the double bridge, adjustable nose pieces. It's got a metal frame. These I can bend or adjust them. Looks like a good deal. And the other thing is, look at $36. So, all right, let me find out more about these. So I slide down here. Okay. The bridge is 17, fine. However, though, the lens width 55. It's like 7 off for me. The frame 41. Well, that's not too bad. I prefer to see a little bit longer, but I can deal with that. Temple 42. Well, 45 would be nice, but because they are adjustable, I can probably deal with that. It's not a big deal. The lens, the type size, which is nice, the height, 42, all right, and the weight. Everything is fine except for right here, 55. Like I said, I need at least a 61. The pupil distance, PD, that stands for pupil distance, by the way, is between 50 and 75. So if your eyes are stuck in your nose, then they work, or if they're on the side of your head, you know, next to your ears, it'll also work. Okay, that's what the PD stands for, pupil distance, the distance apart of your pupils. They do all this when they're measuring your glasses, you know, when you're looking at them and they're sticking that little thing up in front of you, saying, look at me, look straight, hold your head up. You know, well, that's what they're looking at. Anyway, those are not going to work. Now let's see what these look like. So I can deal with that. It's a sunglass, but I don't need sunglasses. But it's double frame, double bridge, adjustable nose piece, metal frame. These can be a little bit of an issue, but they're not too thick. So with a little bit of heat, those can be adjusted. Now let's see if I can get down here to see what the readings are on them. Specs. 57. Okay, so we got a 15 bridge though. See, now the bridge is a little thin on those, but they're adjustable. 57. Yeah. Frame width 39. It's a little close. Alright, see, they're making up there because of the bridge. The temple length 40. Again, that's cutting it close. Height 39. That's right in the money for me. Weight 23. A little heavy, but not a big deal. So this is close, alright, because it is adjustable bridge, so I can get away with that. But again, we're not there. Right there. That's the ticket right there. So, but anyway, now you have an idea what I'm talking about. Pupil distance is about the same on all of them. A lot of places won't even tell you what the pupil distance is because, or what the range is, because it's going to work regardless. So, all right. So you have an idea what I'm talking about as far as sizing and things. All right. Now say here's another pair, and again, $39, $40. That ain't a bad price. However, if you look at the specs, it does have an adjustable nose piece, does have a double bridge. Let's see here, 59. So I was looking at 61. So see how we're getting close here? However, though, look at the height, the lens height, 50. Wow. I mean, that is this way. And I don't want any more than a 40. And these are 46. So they're actually lower, taller than these. Probably around there. And these are in more. So that's going to, even though it looks good there, that's going to be a glass that's not going to fit me. Wow. Now the other reason why I'm going through this with you is because I don't know if you guys are interested in glasses. A lot of us are getting to the age to where we wear glasses, and you know, like I say, if we don't research a little bit, our eye doctors, like I say, well, around here anyway. Again, I have to specify that. You know, you ask them, well, what's this mean or what's that mean, and they look at you like, I went to school for this, pal. You know, it cost me a lot of money to learn this. I'm not telling you. All right, that's what I have for glasses. That's all you need to know. Basically, that's the attitude you get from them. You know, and I don't take those attitudes. I'll change a doctor in a heartbeat if that's the case. I can have him for a long time, and if he starts gaining an attitude, he's history. I don't care how good he is. Alright, now here's, that ain't too bad either, see? Now let's take a quick gander at that. Now that looks like a wider frame because of the pupil distance is wider. No, I don't need blue, I can get gray. But, now see, lens width, second one down, 55. Now if that was upsized all the way, the height would correspond with the width, and that would be the perfect size. However, we're off to start with. Yeah. Alright, and it's a full rim, like I told you before. So, but like I say, I don't know if you guys are interested in this stuff or not. If not, just flip through it and forget about it. You know, but like I said, we're getting older, and the more we know about our glasses, the more options we have to us as to what we want to do or not do. So, you know, because we don't have to buy them or get them from the eyeglass doctor. I don't care what your plan says. You call them up and they'll tell you, you know, well, they'll give you a what you call it, an amount. And if you spend more, well, you spend more. If you don't care and you can find something there that, you know, for basically for free, well, then go for it. You know, smaller people, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but the smaller people, smaller frame people, you know, will find it a lot easier. That's like left-handed, right-handed. I'm left-handed. You'd be surprised, you know, how tough it was going through life with left hand. I mean, even a coffee pot, when you go to pour the water into the top of the pot, it's made for left-handed. The pot, the coffee pot itself, not the pot, but the machine, is more or less made for a left-handed person. You know, refrigerators for the longest time were one way. You know, now they're bi-door. Here's the difference that I was talking about between adjustable bridge and fixed bridge. Now that can still be a double bridge, but the nose piece on those are not adjustable. Let me see here, hold on. Don't mean to be making you dizzy, I'm just looking to find a better... See what I mean? The nose pieces are more or less part of the bridge and part of the frame. They can be replaced sometimes just by snapping them out, but again, as a rule, that's what you get. They're fixed, they're part of. Like I say, some of them will snap off and you can snap on a new pair, but they're not adjustable in any way. Right? That's what I mean by adjustable. Alright, are those adjustable? Yeah, those are adjustable. Alright, when they're adjustable, they have those little things on them, those little arms on them. You know, and you can move them around a little bit. Come on. That's adjustable. Oh, you're not seeing that one. I'm sorry, I didn't move the camera. Anyway, that's the difference.